courts of God. That's what we're going to talk about today on Strength for Today. Psalms 84:2 on this Wednesday, May the 14th. My soul longeth, yea, even fainteth for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh crieth out for the living God. Folks, we ought to want to be in his courts, in his presence, where he is. I'll never forget, the other night I'm sitting in the office and I'm pecking on the computer. And I all of a heard something scratching. I kind of ignored it for a minute, and then it kept getting louder. And I had to get up from my desk and go crack a bedroom door and let Bob out. Because Bob wanted to be where I was. He wanted to see what I was doing. He wanted to be where I was, hoping I'd rub his head and scratch his belly. And he wanted attention. He wanted some treats, and he wanted some water. And he knew if he was with me, he could get what he wanted. But behind that door, he won't get nothing. So he scratched to let us know he wanted to be where we were. I want to be where God is, don't you? I want to be where the Lord is. You see, in verse 2, he called it the courts of God, and that speaks of God's law and justice. It speaks of the fact of the holiness of the Almighty God. The house of God should be a place of purity. It's a place we can get out of the world and get into something pleasant. Well, I love camp meeting, coming here and Archie Watkins sing 2 nights in a row. Hearing Brother Noah Fry preach, and hearing Scott Dean preach, and Jeff Worley, and Earl Clarkson, and all the men of God doing a great job, and the choir singing. We just got us out of this old nasty now and a little bit of heaven for a little while. The house of God's a place where we come to hear and review his precious word and his powerful words from the Holy Scriptures and lead us to holiness and being like him. Worship of him leads us to desire to be like him. When we go to the courts of God, we ought to leave wanting to be like him and to be more like him. The church should show forth his righteousness and his integrity. So when you come to church, you come into his courts so you can get off all the bad and walk out looking like him. And that's what we want to do. And we walk out looking like him, it'll be our strength for today and maybe somebody else's hope for tomorrow.